Hey everybody! Since I've been having some, VR technical issues, I don't know, figured I'd do something maybe a little different and go over a couple Quake mods that I used to play when I was younger. So this year's Quake Rally. Let's go ahead and get it started. Alright, let's, okay. Alright, there we go. Pretty much got this started enough to get the, to make sure everything worked, because you would not believe how much hell I had to go through to actually get this thing playable. I had to end up using FTEQW. No other port would work properly for some reason. Hold on, gotta turn my headphone volume down a little bit. Quake is a little hotter than Doom, that's for sure. So, yeah, that was an adventure. I tried Mark V, wouldn't work. Tried old school Fitz Quake, wouldn't work. Tried, geez, what else did I try? Quake Spasm, no go. And I was really surprised that this one worked because this game is, well, not very conducive to Quake World. Oh, there we go. Cool. And, yet the one that had Quake World right in the name worked. So, as you can tell, this is a, whoops. As you can tell, this is a car racing sim made in Quake. Yes, this is all Quake C. Crazy enough. I mean, this is before source ports were even a thing. Yeah, it's a pretty slick piece of work. It's got a bit of jank. I think some of that might be source port related. But, you know, what you gonna do? I mean, it's that or run it with WinQuake, which, it does work. But man, oh man, I would not want to try recording that. Whoa! I think what did I bind reverse to? I thought I thought I bound it to mouse 3. Don't mind me. Just being super professional. Okay, there we go. Alright. Might as well just do all mouse control, right? So, basically, the way you control this... Well, there's actually a couple options. The main one, which I'm using right now, is you basically... you have, like, the forward button, which is mouse 2, in this case. And you basically point your camera there and hold the button. Well, just basically point the camera there and then hold the button down because obviously you're going to need that to get going. Oof, physics are a little bit little loosey-goosey. But this is like basically the start map, the little hub, if you will. So if you go over this way, you know, however you choose to get here. Oh, there's a little Easter egg up here. A funny place to be. One of those things you just remember after all that time. But these are the various maps. There's a bunch of deathmatch maps. There's 4 of them. I don't remember if they added a 5th one for like the little Leftovers expansion or not. We'll explore that, you know, soon. Ugh. There we go. And then there's like 4 rally maps. Then they added a 5th one in the whole Leftovers thing. Leftovers basically being stuff that they were going to originally put in Ultimate Quake Rally. But that never got released, because they, well, Doom 2 was released, and they got super excited about making mods for that. I don't think it saved my sensitivity either. Give me a second. No, it didn't. I was wondering why things were... Okay, that's... It's a little less awkward. But there actually is another way of controlling the car. I wonder if this works. Essentially, if you go into I, which that's one of the reasons the steering wheel's here. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I don't think it's working right in this port. Because it's not supposed to be this, this wonky. So maybe... Nope, it's just a little weird. So apparently this game just does a lot of things that source ports don't like, but, oh yeah, there's also headlights. Obviously they wouldn't be orange in, like, the vanilla game, but... I mean, it's cool that they're there. So anyway, these are the 2 main single-player ones. Time Trial, and then that other one's Time Trial Nightmare, which is the same thing, except you need to use your car's headlights, because everything's not lit. But, yeah, just go in here. Keep turning off the steering wheel, because, you know. But the way their time trials work, you have to finish the race before your car explodes. Flags give an extra 6 seconds when touched in sequence. By flags, it's just checkpoints. I don't know if it's actually drawn with the camera back. There's actually different cars you can choose. I think it's F9. So, yeah, there's a few different options. Then you've got this thing. Kind of looks like a Ford Escort. I don't know. But it's obnoxiously loud, so it's pretty great. Commodore. The hatchback. The Magna. BMW Z3, which apparently rusted out. I don't know. Triton. Good old pickup. Hilux or Helix. I don't know what they were going for there. Oh, and back to the stock car. Let's just go ahead and pick the Triton. They all handle the same, so yeah, there's really no... It's more just for visuals. They sound different though, so there's that. Alright, so you know, the funny thing is I remember these courses like the back of my hand. It's kind of... Like, it seriously feels like nothing changed over the years. We'll put it that way. Like, this, it just brings me right back. I'm just using a substantially better mouse now. That's... And I'm getting more than like 10 FPS, because the last time I played this was on a 486. It might have been a P2. It might have been a P2. In which case, that would have been a much higher frame rate. It's probably my first time playing it in GL, though. So, there's that. Oof. Have I mentioned that it's a little janky, but I mean, it's a car racing game implemented in Quake C, so what do you expect? And the main reason I went down there instead of ramping, well, I'll try ramping off it next time, but I never had much luck getting that to work without causing me, like, incredible amounts of damage. So, in terms of status bar stuff, the left is speed, the center is health, and the right is the amount of time. That's just that time trial thing. All right, let's see if I can nail that this time around. Oh my god, this is just, it's so nostalgic. Like it's just, oh man, it's just fun jank, you know. And I think like the vehicle kind of wobbling around like that. I noticed that happened in this one. Oh hey, I made it. Sweet. But that didn't seem to happen in Wind Quake, and I think that's just because of interpolation. I tried turning off all the options for that, because I noticed that even just when I was just testing it, and it didn't seem to do anything, so, You would not believe the hours I spent trying to get this to work. Although, I will say, that was still more pleasant than spending hours trying to get my VR headset to work to record Alex, but, yeah. I'm gonna be slightly bitter about that for a while, I think. That's okay. But this one, as the deathmatch maps kind of imply, it does support vehicular combat. So, yeah, you can basically get all your Mario Kart fill-in through Quake. And I remember the weapons being pretty appropriate, like there being a nail gun, a rocket launcher, I think there was like a mine launcher or something like that. I don't know. It's good stuff. I am seeing like exceptions on the top of the screen. I wonder if that's just like an FTEQW thing. Oh yeah, this happens sometimes. It's a little annoying. Yeah. Imagine being in a multiplayer race and, well, that happens. Fortunately, the time trials are just as easy as I remember them being, because I noticed my time's only been going up. So, I mean, that's not too bad, right? Keep it casual, right? It would have been nice if they had difficulties, though. I'm really curious to see what those messages are. I'm seeing QC exceptions, so it's probably... Whoa! Probably something weird with the Quake C that, the, base game doesn't seem to care about, but this one does. It seems to happen every time I hit a checkpoint, so, whatever. Just to give you an idea of what all the other ports did, most of them, like all the Quake Spasm-based ones, or I should say all the Fitzquake-based ones, I think Quake Spasm is Fitz-based, but all those ones would just hold the car in the air, like it would just float for no apparent reason, and you wouldn't be able to move or anything. And I tried doing a bunch of things like changing the protocol version back to like the vanilla one, reducing the frame rate, because I think the physics are based on the frame rate in some of these older stuff, or these older Quake C things. Yeah, it didn't work. 2 laps. That's a lot of laps. Jeez, oh man. It's like we get it already. But, yeah. Nothing would do it. And then I tried it with Dark Places. Yeah, I actually downloaded a copy of Dark Places to try it there. And on that one, the vehicle physics worked, but the chase cam didn't. And I even tried like messing around with the default chase cam controls and it just didn't do anything. It would basically like lock my view into a wall. And if I maneuvered correctly, I could actually get my vehicle to show up, but I had no way of like getting the camera locked behind it. It was just... it was so funky. Like, I did not realize that Quake source ports were that incompatible with mods. It's kind of bizarre, honestly. This one seems okay, though. I mean, outside of those messages that pop up, well, on the top of the screen constantly. And the car is just like, sort of juddering around like they're on crack or something, but, you know. I remember the developers of this saying that one of the main reasons that they really couldn't get it working on Quake World was just because it essentially rewrites everything that Quake World assumes is true. Because, for those unaware, and we're going into ancient history here, the original Quake engine, if you played multiplayer, it didn't have any lag prediction or client-side prediction. So essentially, you would just get updates as the server gave them to you. So players would move around kind of jerkily and all that stuff, and if you got a lag spike, everything would stop. And same with your view. Like, if you had a 200 ping, your view would update every 200 milliseconds. It was not good. Quake World added in, like, client-side prediction and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it was a huge improvement across the board. But stuff like this, I mean, there's no way in hell it would run on it. So anyway, messages. Assignment to read-only entity 0 in marker touch. That's a little weird. But the source was never released in this, for this, so, eh. Oh, I also just noticed my textures. Let's, it didn't, like, save any of my settings. It's weird. I'll have to set up an auto exe, I guess. I don't know why it wouldn't do that. Well, whatever. Anyway, on to the next stage. I remember this one being my favorite. Yeah, also the cars do float a little bit. It's, you know, it's part of the package, I guess. So what do we want to do this time? Let's, I don't know. On one hand, I want to do the stock car just so you guys can hear it, but on the other hand, oh my god, is it obnoxious. Ah, what the hell. Let's do it. I'm sorry in advance. God, that is so loud. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, what was that? That looked like a viz error, maybe? Holy shit, oh, well, didn't quite get it, but I do remember that bridge. That thing launches you so far that if you're going full speed, you'll just slam into the wall. Man, it's like I never left. It's like I said. It's just one of those things that, I don't know. Maybe it's because it was relatively, like, relatively threadbare in terms of... Okay, hold on. I got an idea. Hey, that worked. Nice. But, relatively threadbare in terms of content. So pretty much I would just be doing these same few courses over and over again, but... Yeah, it's like riding a bike. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. That was the thing. You can go further down the street, but all that really does is get you further away from where you actually need to go. But I think there are like a few power-ups down there. It might be one of those cases where if you had weapons enabled, like you'd get a decent weapon if you went a little bit out of your way. I don't know. I think I played this with my dad a few times just over the old LAN. No! Oh well. There's respawning, it's all good. This is how I drive in real life, by the way. Just kidding. Oh man. Okay, can I change cars in mid-race? I cannot. Oh well. How many laps do we have again? Oh man, this is just like an assault on the senses. 7 laps. 7 laps of this. Oh well. It's over here. Just blinky lights, okay. And misaligned textures. Oh well. Yep, see that's what happens if you go too fast. I don't know how I remember that. Holy shit. Well, then again, like I said, this is probably the course I played the most. I just really enjoyed it for some reason. I think it was probably these, like, almost full pipes. It's kind of neat to just see just something in Quake just trying to sort of navigate this as if it were just... I don't know. I don't know what. Either way, I'm having a blast right now. Oh, if you were wondering about the issue I was running into before where that one tunnel would give a hall of mirrors, it kind of seems like when this map was built, the viz data was wrong. So essentially the Quake engine, it has the map go through several processes. It's got BSP, which is binary space partition, which I don't know. I have a pretty vague understanding of that, but not enough to really explain it. Then they have like the lighting pass, which I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. And then there's the viz pass. And what that essentially does is it checks, okay, if the player is standing here, can he see these into like this part of the map? And pretty much the idea with that is that it prevents the game from having to overdraw like crazy. Which is one of the reasons why it was playable in a 486, like, at all. And what I essentially did was, because I'm, you know, not running it on a potato, I just told it to ignore viz, which means it's probably drawing the entire level every frame. But I mean, that's perfectly fine on a modern system. It's not going to affect the performance at all. Unless you somehow make the most detailed Quake map in existence. But yeah, that was the thing that was kind of a... oh no, here we go again. Oh, okay, oh yeah, that happens sometimes. If you really get stuck into the geometry, yeah, it'll just jib you. Which, honestly, compared to the infinite bounce of sadness, I'd say that's merciful. Okay, there we go. Alright, skipped over the bridge again. That works. I would say the biggest problem with the time trial mode is that there's just, I mean, it's too many laps, and the content is really easy. I mean, you look at, I've got like 113 seconds before I explode. Oh my goodness. Now that's kind of a problem if you're trying to run hot laps, but yeah, you know, whatever. I mean, it's impressive for what it is, we'll put it that way. Whoa. And I'm not really sure about, like, as far as the team that made this, I'm not sure about the guy who did the graphics and models and stuff, but I know the programmer of this ultimately wound up working on Kingpin. So, that's why I say he was excited about making Quake 2 mods. I wonder if he ever thought that he would actually be making, like, a game based on the Quake 2 engine. But that was more driven by his work on the Eraser bot, which, I remember that being my favorite Quake 2 bot in the day. It's a shame it never got an update to work on, like, 3.2. Because I think, I'm trying to think of when it stopped working. It was probably like 3.14 or something along those lines. One of those point releases. And unfortunately with Quake 2, it was all just, you know, compiled C. So, yeah, binary compatibility was, not there. Okay. Well, finally got the assault on the senses out of the way, so there's that. Alright, now off to the next map, which I seem to remember being like a sandy lava hell. Final elimination. Time is short. We'll see about that. Watch out for dangerous obstructions. Alright, so, let's pull that back a little bit. Good old hideaway headlights. Love those. My second car actually had pop-up headlights. It's fun. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. Ketchup and mustard muscle car. Hell yeah, baby! Hey, you know what? At least it sounds pretty nice. It's got that nice, whoa, the nice throaty exhaust system. The model's, yeah, whiplash damage. The model's a little bit herky-jerky, but, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Man, that's the thing that's so satisfying about this, is that you just kind of drift around the bends. And, there's another thing that's, that was kind of funny about this game actually other way around. The first time I played Halo, the driving in Halo reminded me so much of this. Because it was kind of that same deal. It's like you point the camera in the direction you want to go and hit the forward joystick. That was just kind of a weird thing to be reminded of, but you know. And it's honestly one of those things where it does kind of make me wonder if there was some inspiration going on there. Not to say it's impossible for you know, two parties to come up with the same idea independently. And I find it kind of absurd how many people just on the internet seem to think that's impossible. But you never know. It would be neat if there was a connection there. That's all I'm saying. 8 laps. Man, this is like hot lap the map. Get it? Because it has lava. I don't know. Man, this is, these courses are pretty short, but then again, I mean, Quake engine limitations. Not to mention computer limitations. Because that's one of those things with Quake. I think I started talking about this, but then I just stopped. Or I got distracted. I would never get distracted. But, that was one thing that was always kind of a pain in the ass about Quake compared to Doom. And one of the reasons I didn't really mess around with Quake mapping back in the day, because these maps would take a very long time to compile. And when the computer you have at your disposal is a 486DX80, for a system this complex, and we're talking, it's stuff that, like id on like powerful workstations, it would take a while to compile these maps. Of course, you know, modern PC obviously kind of just laughs at such a challenge, but, you know, back in the day it actually was kind of a pretty serious thing. I mean, I remember downloading maps and seeing like, oh, viz time, 8 hours. Yeah. It was something. Then, of course, Quake 2 got even worse. Thankfully, by the time Quake 2 came out, I had a Pentium 2, so it wasn't as bad. But that one actually, like, it kind of used a similar build system, and I think that's one of the reasons. There were a shocking number of similarities between the engines, from what I've understand. But I know they're both kind of lumped into the IdTech 2 banner, I think it is. I don't know, I could never keep those numbers straight, but one of the things that was kind of neat about Quake 2 is, I mean, aside from the colored lighting, of course, it actually supported, like, I think you say it radiosity, something along those lines. Essentially light bouncing. Obviously it's all baked, but that was one of the reasons why you'd see, like, just, I don't know, I guess you'd see more saturated areas in Quake 2. It's kind of a neat system. Obviously very computationally expensive, but, you know. It was all pre-calced, no big deal. I find it really funny, though, how I could probably turn off all the baked lighting in Quake, and my system would probably still run it at a locked 144. It's just kind of absurd how much more powerful computers are these days. I have to try that one of these days. I don't know. Actually, no, there is that Quake RTX. I really need to give that a spin. So I would think that out of all the games, I think Quake would probably be one of the ones to benefit the most from that sort of, like, real-time shadow casting. Yeah. For me, it's less about the lighting and more about the shadows and stuff like that. But, yeah. So now I was skimming through the text file, and, essentially there is actually a plot behind this thing. So, basically what you have to do is you have to defeat the cult of Duke Nukem. Yeah, that's a real thing, and that's what we're going to be doing after this. Yay, we passed the stage. Yay, we did it. That was the fastest one, actually. Alright, so, the boss stage. You've released reached the final stage. Kill the cult. There are 20 Duke cult members. You have 5 cars to destroy them all. Should you fail, Duke power will take over the world and destroy the entire Quake community. I think it said get the picture. Is it logged? Yeah, get the picture. I remember these guys, yeah. The kangaroos give you ammo. Oh, they mentioned that the people who created this were Aussies. Yeah, they're Aussies. Now, I remember this being over here, because I've done this so freaking many times, it's ridiculous. The rocket launcher. And I think this is where the programmer's, like, AI thing kind of... his lust for AI kind of started. Because, yeah, these, oh. Huh, thought it was one and done. I guess not. But, yeah, those are actually, like, Duke bots, and they will try to get the rocket launcher sometimes. They're kind of dumb. I don't remember it happening very often, but when it did, like, you see how it's kind of... Oh, great. Shoot. Oh, I think I have to roll it. Nope. Not happening. Ah! Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to roll the car. And I think that's how you get those mods detached. But yeah, if Duke ends up getting the missile launcher, I remember him shooting guided missiles at you. Got him. 17 left. 9 rockets. Okay, so 4 is the nail gun. It's actually a super nail gun. Okay, and then 7's the rocket launcher. Ow. Ah, shit. Okay, let's test my theory here. You know, of all the times to not be able to get this damn thing to roll over. Okay, he's dead. Let's not hit these. Is there, anything around here? Like, health? There's a mine launcher. That seems kind of useless. Is there any health? And there's Dukes. Is there any... Oh, hey! What does that give me? 50. Okay. I mean, it's better than nothing, so, I'll take it. Alright, Duke. I heard you launch something. Oh, hi. Oh, face rocket. For some reason, I didn't think that would do any... Whatever. Okay. Well, we have 5 cars, right? We'll be fine, I think. Maybe. The repulsor? Oh, goes around the... Okay. That could have been bad. Alright, what about... Oh, yeah, this thing zaps. That's kind of nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Also, yeah, this is a dark level, by the way. I remember this being rather hard to see on CRTs. CRT. Never mind. Anyway. So this repulsor is actually pretty damn good. I'm impressed. Now, I think the way that this works... He just ran into me. Nice. But I think the way this works is that there's a limited number of Dukes on the map at any given time. Oh, he ran away. Like a coward. What happened to your balls of steel? But, yeah, there's only a certain number of Dukes at a time. And, you just kind of run through them. Oh, okay. I just noticed the repulsor was down, so, I guess I'm back to face rocketing. Oh, well. But yeah, probably just so the computers of the day would not, you know, absolutely melt from this mind-blowing AI. Oh. I don't really want to jib the roo, but, I mean, sometimes things just kind of happen, you know? You dig? Yeah, you dig. Okay, so I can't pick it up again. But anyway, the whole thing with this is that you're supposed to apprehend Duke Nukem, and like all these guys, I guess, are like clones or something, or other cult members that dress up just like him. Yeah, it's kind of funny because this was actually made back when people took Duke Nukem seriously. Just reminisce about the good old days. Oh my goodness, Duke, you are a madman. Also nice, just did an autosave. There we go. And I believe, essentially what this did was, oh, squishy. I did give rockets and extra traction. I wasn't really having a problem with traction, but, oh, it actually does make a difference. But yeah, they basically summon, Chthon, I think it is, the boss of episode 1 of Quake. Yeah, very, 90% original assets, clearly. Alright, I need more rockets. Give me more, no. Stop hiding in the, oh yeah, I have headlights. They're a little weird. I didn't need extra traction, you little, goddamn marsupials. Anyway. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and try to get some more rockets, shall we? 20 seconds of protection. I just want rockets! I don't have enough to kill a single Duke. Come on! Okay, there we go. There we freaking go. You know, I almost want the Duke to get the missile launcher, but I don't think that's gonna happen. 2 rockets left. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. You hear that? Yeah, he, yeah. that means he's got a missile lock, and, you should probably drive away. I only had 3 health, though, so let's be real, he probably did me a favor. Alright, let's go back and get our missile launcher again. Oh. Oh, baby. Duke is not messing around, is he? It's time to kick ass and play Grand Theft Auto. And my PlayStation 4 was stolen. Alright, so is that the one who's shooting at me? I don't even know if these guys have, like, limited ammo for the death rockets. I don't actually know how much damage they do. I mean, again, before I only had 3 health, so, there you go. Oh, there's Duke. And that was the one with the missile launcher, and turns out that does a pretty substantial amount of damage. I seem to remember I'm pretty sure I'm right about this, but I think you just kill him with conventional weaponry, so, let's go ahead and give that a shot. It's not hitting him. Yeah, that was not how you do it. In case I wasn't... Ooh, that hurts a lot. Okay. Well, let's get that missile launcher again. Just thinking, you know, maybe, just maybe, this is one of those things where you just kind of ram into them. I guess not. Okay, so I just need to be far enough back, really, so it clears that, that little Humpty Bump. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just do this. I mean, it's obviously no lightning, unless maybe you just ram into him with the repulsor. That'd be kind of on brand, really. Right. Okay, running out of rockets. Do we have any handy-dandy kangaroos? There's one who just hopped away. Oh, wait. Saw one. Oh, yeah, we don't want those hitting us. That'd be kind of bad. Okay. Oh. We did it, gang. Yay. Now that the... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. CD, stop. Okay. That was like a copyright claim waiting to happen right there. Now that the Duke Cult has been terminated, their attempts to revive Cthon and destroy the Quake community with their combined evil forces has been avoided. Thanks to your superb Sup-herb? Actually, I think that... That is just... Oh, that... Have you ever done some... Oh my god. Have you ever read something and it just looks wrong to you? I mean, it is like 4:24 in the morning and I'm just off, you know, just on the tails of trying to get my goddamn VR headset to work, but... Okay, yeah. Superb. That just looks so wrong. I don't know why. Maybe it's the font. I'm gonna blame the font. Driving... Excellent tangent. Anyway, superb driving skills and advanced weaponry, the Quake community will now thrive and continue to knock down any other attempt to knock Quake from its throne. As a reward for your efforts and achievements, you are awarded your very own vehicle of mass destruction. You may now go forth and conquer the world, Quake Rally style. Who needs a Ferrari when you have Quake Rally? Well, I mean, I'm not going to answer that question. It's not even a question. It's an it has an exclamation point. It's just like, okay, hold on. Is this just like an infinite mode? I thought this brought you back to the... Oh god, sorry. That's not counting. It's time to kick ass and give dukes. Get them all out of dukes. Okay, I need to get this thing to flip. Never mind. Alright, hold on. I need to see if I'm right about this. I'm like 90% sure. Okay, where's the Duke when you need him? Like, seriously. They're probably all at the missile launcher. Alright, yeah. Give me one of these. If I can hit him. Alright. I just remember having to... Oh, that... Detonator removed! I was right! Yes! Alright, so I guess this is just an endless mode. I forgot this was a thing. This is not like giving the normal, like, cultist countdown thing. Oh, this is so awkward to try to get the car to flip when you don't want it, or when you want it to. Yeah, so... Oh, those lights are doing some weird things. Come get some of this. Anyway, so, QRDM... Actually, There's two tracks we didn't see. There's Q Rally 04 and Q Rally 05. Now, Leftovers was kind of released after I'd kind of gotten over this, so I don't really know about this one. So let's explore it together, shall we? Then I'll show you the... Wait, what? Is this just like the... I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. Anyway, I think these were both included in QR Leftovers. So, yeah.
Checkpoint.
Why is it? That just kind of trails off. Okay. Alright, water. Doesn't look like a shortcut. You can't go underwater. If you dive underwater, or drive underwater, I guess, you just explode. It's like one of those things where if your car is completely submerged, it'll go boom. But with lava, if you so much as touch it, you go boom. Alright, so this is definitely more... Whoa! That was weird. Wasn't expecting to get airborne there.
Checkpoint.
Oh, a little bit of like an off-roading type of section. But what was the other way? Just a dead end? Wait, what's this? Nothing. That's kind of a dick move. Unless maybe it's one of those cases where there's weapons at the end of this. I guess you're not going too far off course, but still. Alright, so we've got two paths, high path and a low path. Let's go to the high path. Okay, right over lava. Okay, so that didn't take you too far off the mark. Although I imagine with that little bit of speed boost, it'd probably be faster. And what's this? Is this like another area where you maybe get weapons? And that just doesn't lead anywhere. Yeah, definitely more complex than the originals. I'm not sure if it's really, if that's necessarily a good thing, because it's not as good at giving directions. Alright, what about... Oh, wait, what's this? Nothing. See, I'm just like looking for like Mario 64 style shortcuts. And, it's not really delivering. I mean, it's not like the other maps had it, but at the same time, it's like that added complexity. And like all the little side areas that just go absolutely nowhere. I mean, it just loops around. That's a pretty standard thing. I mean, it's a... I guess it's fine after you get over the initial disappointment. 'Cause yeah, I kind of would have expected there to be more in the way of okay, yeah, this road looks familiar. It's like the first place I went to. Which I don't know if that was necessarily the best idea, making that making it so easy to just, because I mean it starts you behind there. So it's like you almost... I mean, I guess it's just one of those things where you get used to it, but it kind of seems like that should have been an area that was maybe... Here I am critiquing something that's never going to get patched, but that they stopped working on decades ago. But if it were me, I think I would have made that so that it was like raised up a little bit. Because, I mean, you would have had, like, that experience where, you know, you get a little bit of air. It's cool. Because, I mean, that's always fun. It would have made it less confusing, because there would be no way that you would make a mistake and go down that path. I don't know. Then again, we are also speaking about a map that's, that was never really officially released. So it might be one of those things where if it had been... Like, if Ultimate Rally had been a thing that, well, happened, they might have polished some of that stuff up. Alright, let's see if I can get a sub-minute time on this. I'm not going to try this too much, because we've got, like, one more track to go through. Also, those things where there's, like, a left way and a right way, they should have probably put arrows in the wall, because, that's just... Holy shit! Okay, that's a little bit over the top. That's another one of those cases where you gotta really slow down before you go over that. My goodness. Yeah, I think maybe a few more arrows just to guide the player, because really, when you think about it, it's a racing game. You want to focus more on, well, beating the pants off your friends than, having to navigate a course. Especially since all those, like, little ancillary paths and stuff like that just don't go anywhere. And yet your eyes are kind of drawn to them in a lot of ways. It's just... I don't know. Emotional damage. Blah. It's at 71 seconds. Okay, you can't skim over that. I was a little worried that might be too deep, but I guess not. It's funny because that was actually a worse time than my last run. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to avoid that because if you actually go full speed, you're just going to slam into the wall. A little bit of an odd decision, but, you know. What? Hello, physics! I'm starting to think the Quake Rally engine doesn't really handle those, like, little ripple bumps very well. I don't know what's giving me that idea. It's another one of those things is I don't have, like, I don't have my childhood muscle memory to fall back on with this one, so, it's actually kind of amazing how smoothly I kind of kicked myself into those other maps. Considering last time I played them, it would have been, like, not even... Oh, damn it. Oh, that was... Really? Oh, well, whatever. I'll take a minute 5. I mean, that lap is already kind of fucked. Alright, Q Rally. But yeah, last time I played that was probably like literally in the 90s. So, that's fun. And this is another one that obviously I haven't played yet, because it's just part of Leftovers. Okay, so there's more than one path. I wonder if that top path takes you anywhere special. Doesn't look like it. Whoa, hello, slow down. That was weird. What? No weapons during first slow, okay. But there's no other... whatever. It also just kind of occurred to me that I was picking up weapons. Yeah, I don't know. I thought you had to enable those specifically, but I don't know, maybe it's a per map thing? I don't remember. So I never really played with weapons. Oh, nice, oh! I'm actually kind of impressed with how well the engine handled that. Was not expecting that. I thought that there'd be like a booster or something that would actually push the car along that or something. I don't know. Oh, I could definitely get a minute lap on this one. What? Okay, maybe not. Not with the physics being physical. Okay, well that is kind of deceptive, but at least I know now. Because I don't think there's any way that you could make that jump. Ugh, damn it, I'm getting caught on everything. This is gonna be terrible. How is like my first blind lap better than my second lap? Like that's maybe it's because I'm trying to like over-optimize. That's probably it. It's kind of interesting how. Oh, come on. Yeah, this it's one of the things that's kind of interesting about this is like the engine seems to handle. It was actually about the same time as before. Okay, I can live with that. But all right. Oh, that is a rough bend. Holy shit. But it seems like the engine handles fairly exaggerated constructs pretty well, like that giant, like, half pipe. But then it's like when you have something small, like little bits of, well, not debris. Well, yeah, I guess it would be debris. But stuff like that on the ground, it just seems to be more prone to just sort of launch the car in the air. It's probably a good thing these maps didn't really... well, weren't in the base game, because the base game maps, I'd say pretty... I mean, they managed to work around the engine's limitations pretty well. But, like, that is just kind of silly. I mean, I guess there's also the possibility they could have refined the driving model and the physics model. Oh, that was sub 1. Well, let's try to do one without the horrible fails. Actually having to release the accelerate button feels weird, but yeah, it's possible they could have refined the engine to kind of accommodate that, the driving and physics models. So I don't know. Probably best not to judge an unfinished product. We'll just put it that way. Although I do judge D-Zone pretty harshly. Ha ha ha, I get it, because everything, never mind. Alright. So this should be a pretty decent lap, I think. Let's see what the time for this is, and then we'll just do a quick tour of the deathmatch maps, and then we'll call it a day. 54, 65. I'm okay with that. What was my previous? 58, okay. Not bad, not bad. There actually is a lap limit. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, QRDM. How many are there? Oh god, I can't type. There's 4 of them. Okay, so they didn't add any of those. The Bowl. I wish that wheel wouldn't start active. It has a really cool sky, but I don't know. The whole mono texture thing is maybe not the most brilliant decision. Actually, these dark areas are kind of neat because you figure, okay, you're really not that visible. You can see your weapon. Well, I guess you really can't if you use the nail gun. You can see the full bright spots in the car, I suppose. But then if you use the headlights so you can see, then everyone can see you. It's kind of like accidental genius. And, yep, we're doing this again. So another one of those, yep, up a hill. Up a hill. No problem. It's like one of those things I don't know. It happens often enough where it would have been kind of nice if they had a fix for it. Laser gun. This is a pretty simple map. On so many levels. Alright, what's up here? I think this is literally the last thing to explore. Oh, rocket launcher. That makes sense, seeing as it's like a homing missile launcher. Whee! Yeah. So it's a nice and simple map. It'd be nice if it had maybe a bit more in the way of texturing, but I mean, it's Quake, you know, whatever. At least it's lit. That helps. It is kind of amazing how much lighting can break up like a single monolithic texture. I've noticed that even in Doom. But anyway, let's move on to DM2. Interstate 95. So what's funny about this... Actually, I remember this one because I used to spend a lot of time on it just messing around for some reason. I don't even know why. Probably because it actually kind of sorta resembles actual roads. Although I've been on I-95 several times since I played this originally, and I don't recall any part that looked like this. I mean, it's kind of a major highway. It's not really... Okay, I'm just overanalyzing at this point. Oh, it has the... Oh, I guess it is I-95. See, it's right on the sign there. Also, if you stopped on I-95, I'm pretty sure you'd get shot. So, yeah. Not just like a random act of violence, I mean from somebody going like 90, having to slam on their brakes and all that stuff. It's wild. Mostly been on the part through Baltimore, which, oh yeah. If you want to test your car, that's a good place to do it. Oh, this guy's cutting off what's behind it. I think this is literally it. You know, it's funny how some of these maps like this look bigger and more grandiose when you're a kid. So, I mean, this is definitely a deathmatch map. I mean, it's nothing... It's not huge. It's got roads. It's got hazards. But, I don't know. I guess, my young mind thought of this as being more than it was. Whee! Oh. You actually don't... Oh, wow. The car's being a little shifty right now. I'm surprised you don't die. It just kind of teleports you up top. I mean, it's kind of nice, I guess. Although, I don't know. The water's out of the... Well, what about the water over here? Because this is more of just like a... Wait! Yeah, same deal here. Okay. Guess I just didn't want to do the whole, like, insta-death water pit thing. Yeah, you know, I can respect that. Alright, DM3. Downtown by JRA. I don't know why the wheel starts by default. Just mash F4 twice to get rid of that. Oh yeah, I remember this one, because it reminded me of that one, of one of the Mario Kart 64... It's not called Deathmatch. Oh, hey, you can run over the stop sign. Nice. It's like the whole... I don't remember what they call it. The, basically the competitive multiplayer. Ooh, you can just barely make that. Not sure if you can gain a little more speed. Yeah, there you go. It's a little more... Yeah, okay. Alright, we got this. It's all good. Yeah. But it reminds me of one of the, balloon... I guess balloon fight works. Y'all know what I mean. Oh, okay. It reminds me of one of those. Would not surprise me if it were kind of based around that. Of course, this is going from, like, faulty memory from the 90s. Like, mid to late 90s. So, yeah, it's been a while. Either way, multi-level mayhem. Looks like it'd be... Oh, it's over here. Oh, okay. Oh, God. What the hell is going on? Okay. Are there any other little secret nooks like that? It's actually one of the things that's kind of interesting about this, too, is from, like, a deathmatch perspective. I mean, if you really go hard with the movement, you could end up doing more damage to yourself. Like, yeah, because if you hit something hard enough, you get an instant 30 damage hit. And if you graze it, if you just kind of do one of these numbers, I mean, you're just going to chip away health like crazy. And it does seem like it is based on how hard you hit something. Whee! This is how I drive in real life. Anyway, one more. DM4. Cliffside Carnage 3. Well, what happened to 1 and 2? Why did it start me on a thing that... Alright, we're fine. This looks more like a race course. Yeah, it really does. I mean, it's basically a circuit. Which also kind of means it's not really a very good deathmatch map. Yeah, it has like... Huh. I wonder if this is one of those things where they... I don't know. I don't know why it would be like this, honestly. Maybe it was like a third-party map that they brought in as a deathmatch map? I don't... This doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So, I mean, that's obviously the start right there. Killzone.bluestar.com.au. Yeah, a bunch of, basically a web ring in your Quake map. Oh god, who's old enough to remember web rings? Yeah, because, I mean, it just seems like you'd start... Yeah, probably back here. I think I was going the correct way. And then, yeah, you just go around this, like, thusly. I mean, the fact that there's really just a linear path kind of makes this a little bit of a poor selection for a deathmatch map. Because, I mean, it's so easy to just kind of form a blockade and all that stuff. I don't know. I guess maybe there's ways of just, like, clipping around to other... Not clipping, but... hopping over to other parts of the map, but I don't know. What about this? Is there anything maybe back here? Oh, a rocket launcher behind the stands. That way the people can rocket their least favorite racer, I guess. I don't know. Would have been... Well, I don't know. I guess it would have been kind of an unremarkable racetrack, but... Still, it seems like it'd be more appropriate to make this a racetrack than this. I don't know. Let's just go reverse. I wonder if there's anything... There's a rocket launcher up there. Okay, maybe... Unless you have to backtrack, I don't know. Maybe you do go this way. Because you have this thing here. Wow. Fling yourself. Yeah, just like that. Huh, okay. There's another area that I thought you might be able to just skip out of the intended path. Let's see. Let's go over... Let's just go the way that I was going. And, way... Splorsh. Except no splorsh. Like right... Oh, you might be able to do that. I don't know. Well, anyway. Go ahead and do a quick coincident, and, yeah, good stuff. So that was Quake Rally. I think an hour showcase would be enough. But yeah, it's one of the things I used to play when I was younger. I'll have download links in the description below if you're interested in checking it out for yourself. And just remember, you need to use FTEQW because, I mean, outside of that, good luck getting any other ports to work. If you do, let me know. I'm all ears, trust me. But anyway, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.